Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. We are from
Good afternoon.
and today we're gonna present the result of our teamwork about gender analysis. And I am Adhe Faisal. As the first speaker, we'll discuss about the definitions, types, and the purpose of gender analysis. But before starting, we will check the attendance first. Jesica Altalia,
Yes,
Salsabila Perangin Angin,
listen.
Najwa Azzahra,
Present.
M.Pd,
Present.
Selvi Juniarni,
Se-
Marcella, Tesha Apriliani,
Present.
Kristi Valentina,
Present.
Dah,
Present.
Najwa Mahendra,
Present.
Tesha Apriliani,
Present.
Emilia,
Present.
Asri Karolin,
Present.
Martilda Blegur,
Present.
Nafasia Clara Monica,
Present.
Aunurrnahmam, Jesica Altalia,
Present.
Najwa Azzahra, Tafiani Dini,
Present.
Torda Pratama, Esti Emilia, Jesica Altalia.
Present.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's online meeting. My name is Tesha Apriliani from Group 2, and I will like to open my group presentation. But before we begin, we want to carry out a pretest session. Pretest is a test that is conducted before the treatment is done. The result of your pretest will be used to measure your prior knowledge about gender analysis. Before we give you the actual lesson, we will send the link for the test via our room chat, and please, after you click on the link, make sure you read the instructions thoroughly before you start answering the question.
Okay, before we talk about the definitions, I would like to ask you something. When you hear the word gender, what comes to your mind? Someone answer me?
I'm Martilda Blegur. B. Movie.
Movie, yes, good. Anything else? Anything else?
Music also.
Music also. Okay, so most of us immediately think of music style or movie types when we hear the genre word. But did you know that genre also applies in the world of text? In the world of language, genre refers to the category of text that has specific characteristic. So genre analysis is the activity of studying a text to understand how it's structured and how it communicates its message. Okay, as you can see there, in genre analysis, we look at two main things. The first one is schematic structure and specific linguistic features. So let's talk about the first one, the schematic structure of the text. So it refers to the main part of the text. For example, like this, guys. In every context, it is usually an opening that tells us about who, when, and where the event took place, and then after that, it followed by a sequence of events, and after that, a conclusion or a closing. And then the next one is specific linguistic features. So, which are the language characteristic used in the text. For example, like this. Every context, we often find like a past tense verb to describe event or something that have already happened at that time. Or sometimes we often find adjective word to describe the situations of or the object of the text. So why it is important? Because by analyzing the genre, we can better understand about the purpose of the text, and we can know how the writer convey their message. So now let's see the types of genre. So genre can be spoken and written. Okay, let's talk about the spoken one. So for spoken genre, example includes first greeting someone, introducing oneself, talking on the phone, interacting at the bank, singing a song, or even having a fun chat on a podcast. So for writing genres, we have genre like descriptive text, which describes something in detail, exposition text, which recount text, explain about events or something that happened in the past, and then we have narrative text, which take us to the imaginary world, exposition text, which presents some opinions, and last we have discussion text, which presents two sides of an argument. Okay, the next one is the purposes of gender analysis. So there are four purposes of gender analysis. The first one is to analyze the schematic structure of the text. So all that, then the next.
My name is Salsabila, and I will present the next material. The next material is schematic structure. This just meant the way a text usually written from the beginning to the end. Each type of text, like a story, personal experience, or how to has in our structure. That's because they all have different goals or purpose. Okay. Let me give you an example. The first one is recon text. This is like story about some things that already happened. Okay, it has three part. The first, orientation. This the beginning. It tell us how was there when it happened and where it happened. Two, event. The middle. It tell us what happened in the right order. Okay. 3. The last reorientation. Reorientation ini optional. Jadi this is the ending. It tells us how the reader feels about the event or gives a short conclusion. Okay. So much, Rosie.
My name is Jesica Altalia, and I will break down an example of genre analysis. So in 2018, Dr. Aunurrnahmam conducted a diagnostic text session on 3 students where they were asked to write one argumentative text, each one to respond a news article. The title is Teachers and Principals Leaked National Exams Paper. Each of the students represents different level of achievers. Student 1 represent low achievers, student 2 represent mid achievers, and student 3 represents high achievers. The texts were analyzed using SFG, or we call Systemic Functional Grammar. The results of 3 texts were divided into numbered clauses and paragraphs. So as you look at the table in the slide, text 1 has brief introductory paragraph that might serve as an introduction to the issue that will be argued. However, there is no usage of personal pronouns to communicate the issue. Moreover, text 4.1 has so many clauses of words that are highlighted inward. That means it has so many grammatical mistakes, inappropriate word choices, and cohesive devices and conventions that create a confusion for readers to understand the text. So, the arguments, as you can see, the arguments presented in text 4.1 for student 1 are mainly opinions that include moral reflection, without supporting details that can strengthen student 1's opinions or claim. Thank you so much.
Okay, I will continue the explanation from Jesica Altalia with the table 4.2, text 4.2. Name is Selvi Juniarni. Okay, on this slide we can see the result of the gender analysis of text 4.2, which discuss false claims from the government about the national exam. This text is analyzed based on its schematic structure and linguistic elements. This text is divided into 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph is serves as an orientation, namely explaining the main problem, like the opening is short, mentioning the exam question well leaked by an insider. And the second paragraph is the complication section, which is the conflict or main problem in the text. So that's impact on students such as fear of failure in completing the test, frustrated, feeling useless, and even wanting to commit suicide. And the third paragraph is the resolution section, which contains a moral message, namely an invitation to continue learning honestly, enthusiasm, self-confidence, and the verb like what you plan is what you have first. So in this table also show sentences in bold and sentences in brackets. Example in the paragraph 1, from inside person to by an insider. This is so that's all from me.
My name is Najwa Azzahra. As it appears to me, tries to point out a problem using this case, but it's unclear what issue is being referred to. Also, the text has several grammar mistakes and awkward word choice and weak connections that make it hard for readers to understand. Here are some examples. In table 4.3, text 4.3, in the title, Teachers and Principal Stole and Leaked National Exam Paper, there are 3 paragraphs. And paragraph 1, sentence 2, it says this case, but it should be this case because it's just one case. And paragraph 1, sentence 5, it should say 2 instead of 1. Science is talking about more than one thing. Okay, that's all for me. And
Okay, until now, is there any question that you want to ask us before we jump into conclusion?
May I ask some questions?
Yes, go ahead.
My name is Jesica, and the question is, you have briefly talked about SFG in your presentation in slide number 5, right?
Yes.
So, what's the meaning of SFG?
Okay. SFG is called Systemic Functional Grammar. It's a framework that was developed by Michael Alexander Kirkwood Holiday, or we can say M.A.K. Holiday. It is a tool for analyzing genre, especially in terms of how language is used to achieve the communicative purpose. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Genre analysis is a method used to understand different types of text, both spoken and written. It focuses on identifying the structure and linguistic features that make each genre unquote. By guys, thank you for your attention and participation during the presentation. Now we will get to the next stage, which is the post-test. The purpose of this post-test is to find out the extent of your understanding of the material that has been present. We will send the link in room chat. Once again, please read the instruction carefully before answering.
Okay. Okay. We reached the end of our presentation. We from Group 2 saying thank you very much for your attention and appreciation. Have a good day and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.